What's good, YouTube? It's been a good while since I decided to do a video. There's been a lot of things I wanted to speak on, but other people have spoke on it, so I just left it alone. I didn't want to speak on something and sound like I'm repeating or rehashing what anyone else say. This is the reason why I made this video. I'm making this commentary right now. Now, I just got finished watching The View. And I'm going to tell you like this. Those women that's on that show, they are some of the most disingenuous women I've ever seen in my fucking life. And the reason why I say that is because they talked about the Michael Abernathy, whichever one, the one who represented Stormy Daniels. And I was watching The View on purpose because I wanted to see for myself how these people were going to respond and react to this whole thing about him trying to embezzle funds from Nike. As you may know, he was doing things with the AAU, and that was against NCAA rules, and Nike was somehow involved, and he tried to put the pinch on them, and Nike just basically blew his ass out of the water. So he's in custody where he was. I suppose he's still locked up, or he probably got bailed out. This man has a heap of debt in California. He has a heap of debt in New York and everything. Whoopi Goldberg talking like she's giving him all the cover in the world that he needs to keep on doing what he had been doing. We know the reason why Whoopi Goldberg is not going to really say anything. If I got to tell you that, then you ain't black. You haven't been watching TV in the last 30, 35 years. Now, Whoopi, was saying, I just want everyone to know the basis of why he was on the show. Right? He was on the show because he was representing Stormy Daniels. And that was the basis of it. But that's not the only time you've had him on your damn show. You had him on your show more than once. You had him on there when they was talking about these so-called VCR tapes. I haven't seen a VCR been worked in years. I just cleaned out a room, my second bedroom up here. I got a stand, and I got 45-inch records, and I had movies on VCR tapes that were on this stand. I haven't played those VCR movies I've known in over 25 years, but they were there. But I just didn't say, ooh, let me try and play this, because really you don't have any damn thing to play it on. And if you play it on a new TV, you can't see it. But they giving this man cover. Whoopi Goldberg gave him cover. Then Joy Behar, here she come. She felt disappointed, basically is what she was saying, felt bad and all of this. Why? The fucker lied. He's a con artist. Why ain't you drilling his head in the ground? While all this commentary going on, nobody said nothing about R. Kelly. Nobody. Not a word. Not a peep. It was crickets up in that bitch. Then Sonny Hoiston. I just had to get more of the facts. Oh, ain't that a bitch? So when it's this motherfucker, you want to go and get all the facts in the world. But when it's someone else, oh, they're guilty, they're guilty. I was a prosecutor, I know. Oh, but now that you was, I thought you was a prosecutor. So what did you have to get more facts for? You didn't have to fact find against anyone else. But when it comes to this motherfucker, you got to get all the facts. And she had a docket. That damn thing was about this thick for the charges and the infractions he had in California, and only about like this in New York. And still these people is sitting up there giving him cover. Ain't saying he guilty. None of this shit. They not questioning his credibility. All of this type of shit, they need to go back on him when he was trying people, representing people, and see if it coincides with the infractions of him putting people in a pinch for money, funds. They need to stop that shit. Then, last but not least, Meghan McCain. Now, I can't give it to her. She did say she didn't like the guy from the beginning. And I remember that show. But what happened was she says she felt sorry for Stormy Daniels. Because, and although the lady said that her story was an important one to tell, she still got an important story to tell. And it's taken away from the story of Stormy Daniels and all this shit. First of all, fuck Stormy Daniels. That's what I said. And this is the reason why I said, none of them bitches was giving a fuck about what Stormy Daniels was doing until she fucked and sucked Donald Trump. Period. So now that he got exposed for fucking this stripper, a porn star, and correct me if I'm wrong, that's what them hoes do. They strip their clothes and they fuck strange men or powerful men or men with the most money. Ain't that what a stripper does? Isn't that what a porn star is supposed to do? So what are you fucking feeling sorry for this bitch for? You feeling sorry because she still had the strip and he was making money and all like that? Well, y'all should have used your so-called woman's intuition and had that shit kick in and look into his ass. You wouldn't have had all this shit going on. But yet and still, he caught with his hand in the jar. You ain't giving him, you giving him cover. You still giving Daniels cover. Sonny Hoiston, she Latin today because she said some other shit about Trump and pissed with him and how Trump is trying to take food stamps away from Puerto Rico and talking about how Puerto Rico is United States and all this shit. Look, I ain't got shit against Puerto Rico. I ain't got nothing against Puerto Rico, but I can tell you this. She needs to start worrying about what's going on here. And fuck all the other shit.